Beautiful Capricorn peeps, what's happening, what's crack-a-lackin', and what's poppin', baby? It's your boy here for CancerMoonsTarot. I'm coming at you guys with your mid-September 2021 tarot reading. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Really appreciate it. As always, readings here are general, so if they resonate, that's awesome. And if not, it's not your message. And if you guys want to follow me on my official social medias, all that information is going to be linked down in the description box down below. So, Capricorn, let's go ahead and get on into it. And let's start off with the current energies we got coming through for you throughout your mid-September 2021. So, what do we got going on for Cappy here, okay? Let's take a look at Capricorn's current energies throughout their mid-September 2021. What energies do we got going on? Let's have a look, okay? First card out, we got here the Nine of Wands, then we got here the Queen of Wands, and then we got here the Eight of Cups. So, I do feel like you've kind of been holding back for a while, especially in regards to leaving a situation, it feels like. I think that you've been kind of waiting till you had that moment of clarity to where you were confident in your decision to walk away. So you were waiting for some sort of confidence here to be able to walk away from something. You know, you could have been waiting for a sign, maybe a sign from the universe, maybe a sign in general. But whatever the case may be, Capricorn, I feel like you just needed that sign to really build your confidence to step away from something. You needed that validation, okay? Let's go ahead and take a look at the Eight of Cups. What is it that Capricorn walked away from here? Let's have a look at that. What is it that Capricorn walked away from here? And then we got here the Seven of Cups, and then we also have here the Ten of Wands. It definitely looks like you walked away from a very confusing and overbearing situation. It's interesting that overbearing was the word that came out, because I originally wanted to say a very burdensome situation, but for some reason overbearing is what came out. So there could have been someone that you really catered to incredibly a lot, right? You could have really catered to somebody a lot here, Capricorn, to the point where it did become overbearing. It did become very stressful for you. And I think that with the Seven of Cups at play here too, it was almost kind of really confusing to why you did so much for this person, because maybe you weren't getting the return you were worth. Maybe this individual wasn't giving you back that same energy you were putting into them. For some reason, I do feel like there was unequal give and take versus give and take. So there wasn't really a good balance here for how much you were providing for somebody versus the lack that they were providing for you. And when I say providing, we're just talking about energy here. So you were giving them more of your energy, they were giving you less of theirs. All right? Let's go ahead and talk more about this. Let's see the Nine of Wands. Why did Capricorn feel hesitant? Why did they need like a sign to finally get up and walk away from this person? Why were they so hesitant with that Nine of Wands? What do we got? We got here the Chariot, and then we also got here the Judgment card. You didn't really know if it was the best judgment call. I think that ultimately you wanted to kind of continue to give this situation a chance, Capricorn, so you weren't sure. You didn't even really know with your own personal judgment. I think that you kind of gone back and forth in your head so many times, you became very indecisive on whether or not to walk away from this person or this situation. Please do keep in mind, this is a general reading, so I can be talking about a person, or I could also be talking about an environment, a job. So however this situation suits you in your personal life, take that how it resonates. If this situation doesn't apply at all, the reading is not for you, okay? But as far as what I'm seeing, Capricorn, you know, you were very indecisive on whether or not to walk away from this. I think that you felt like your judgment call wasn't the right call, so you were waiting for some sort of sign to kind of open up your eyes and give you some guidance on what your best outcome would be and what your best move would be. So something here became way too overbearing. Something here was very draining for you, very burdensome for you, and very confusing for you. Let's talk more about this confusion. What was really confusing here for Capricorn on why they were invested in this connection? We got here the Emperor, the Strength, and then we got here the Three of Pentacles. Yeah, I feel like you were dealing with a bit of a demanding and controlling energy. I feel like somebody here had low-key tyrant energy, okay? They were a little tyrant, Capricorn, is the person you were dealing with, all right? I definitely feel this energy of somebody just being overpowering. You know, they kind of put their needs first. They put their needs in front of yours. You know, this is an individual who was really focused on what they wanted out of whatever connection they had to you, and I think that you were kind of submissive, Cappy, and normally we don't see Capricorns be very submissive towards people they're dealing with, but for some reason I feel like this individual made you feel submissive in the sense that you really put up with them when you didn't need to put up with them, you know? You put up with a lot of their BS. And I think for a while, you didn't see the BS, but over time you started to see it, because that Emperor card's kind of screaming a little bit of narcissistic tendencies. Now keep in mind, because I don't want to use the term narcissistic lightly, you know, this is not a full-blown narcissist. This person is not a full-blown narcissist in my opinion. You know, narcissism is not a very common type of thing that we see. I mean, it may sound common in the tarot community, but not everybody we meet is a narcissist, so do remember that. But they do have a little bit of tendencies here to where they kind of only care about what it is that serves them and what serves them in their highest of goods. So Cappies, I do feel like you were really there for this person. You served them well, but the problem is this Three of Pentacles. You were serving, whereas what was your person doing for you? You know, I think that's kind of what it really came down to. So it really kind of goes back to what I picked up on intuitively earlier. There was a lack of equal give and take. I feel like you were constantly giving and this person was constantly taking. All right, let's clarify the Queen of Wands before we move forward. Why is this Queen of Wands showing up in Capricorn's current energies? You know, what kind of gave them the motivation? What was the sign here that Cappy needed in order to walk away from this? The Empress card, beautiful, and the Four of Swords. Yeah, this person claimed themselves as an emperor, right? Well, you just needed to recognize that you were also an empress. Point blank motherfucking period. This person proclaimed themselves as an emperor. You just needed to realize you were an empress. Yeah, you have a lot of love to give. Yeah, you have a lot of care to give. Yeah, you're a beautiful and amazing person. But you deserve to be cherished for that. You deserve to be respected for that. You deserve to be appreciated for that. And I think that with this Emperor energy, there was a lot of lack of appreciation. There was a lot of lack of, wow, thank you for all the work that you've done. Thank you for all the growth that you have, you know, made in my life. Thank you for all the happiness you poured into my life. You know, it's this energy that I feel that you weren't appreciated, and you were recognizing all the stuff that I'm doing for you, all this amazing energy that I'm giving to you, and I'm not getting a lick of that back. I deserve appreciation. I deserve equal give and take. I deserve respect. And I think that that is what was missing here. So for a while, you felt very indecisive on what to do about this until you started realizing how uneven the situation was, how there was a giant lack of equal give and take, okay? So Capricorn, what really made you step up and walk away from this was tapping into your true Empress energy, recognizing that I may be doing the most over here, but I also deserve the most too. And for the fact of the matter is, I'm getting a lack of that. I'm putting in everything that I can and not getting anything back. That's not fair to me. All right? All right, guys, so let's take a look here and see what's coming in for Capricorn throughout their second half of September. What do we got going on for Capricorn here? What's coming in for them throughout their second half of September? Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. We got here the Six of Swords, we got here the Lovers, we got here the Justice, and we got here the Five of Cups. So, I do feel like you are moving on from this situation with this person. The word that came through for me was love struck, Capricorn. So you might have felt love struck. That could have been what was blinding you previously. Because do keep in mind, sometimes when we're in love, we don't really pay attention to the red flags. The red flags kind of go right over us. So you really could have been in love with this person, or you could have really cared for them to the point where like your love for them kind of blinded how they were treating you. So I feel like you're no longer love struck here. You're very much so out in the open. You see the situation very clearly. And with the Five of Cups here to the Justice card, you're recognizing how much more balanced you feel without this person, how much more balanced you feel being in your own energy once again and not being in that love struck type of vibe. So you're not struck by love no more, Cappy, okay? You can see things very clearly. So what's coming in for you is not only are you moving forward from this person, but you're seeing this person very clearly. You know, your emotions were very mixed and jumbled. That Seven of Cups was one of the first clarifying cards that came out previously, and the Seven of Cups talks about feeling very emotionally jumbled, emotionally all over the place, emotionally confused. So you were very emotionally confused for a while on what this person's angle was, because they had times where they were so loving, and then they also had times where they were so demanding. You know, they had times where they would give a little, but they would take so much. And I think that because you cared for them so much, you didn't see the mistreatment that they placed upon you. You didn't see the lack of equal give and take, but you started picking up on that more and more throughout the rest of the connection. And in September, you're finally going to see super clearly. You're going to see through the BS, okay? Let's see how your person here is reacting to you moving forward. How is this person going to react to Capricorn? No longer being love struck and moving forward. We got here the Hierophant, we got here the Temperance, and we got here the Queen of Pentacles. You're going to see their attitude change real quick. I'll tell you that much. Person you're dealing with, their attitude will change in a jiffy, Capricorn. The moment that you move forward and you say, screw this, I'm out, I'm walking away, they're going to say, Capricorn, I'm sorry, I want to be in a committed relationship with you, we can make this work, I want to be devoted to you, I want to show you that you're my queen or you're my king, I want to show you that you're everything for me. You know, they're going to switch up, but they're going to do a complete 180 here, Cappy, the moment that you walk out of this person. So on the second half of September, this individual is going to kind of, you know, let you know, I don't want you to go, I want you to come back. Their energy is going to do a whole 180. How's Capricorn going to react to this, though? How's Capricorn going to react to this person's whole 180? And what do we got? We got here the King of Swords, we got the Moon card, and the Ace of Swords. No, you're determined to keep the cycle closed. Honestly, Capricorn, I feel like you're going to be very determined here to not go back. You're only determined to move forward. So you're going to be keeping everything shut. You're not going to be opening back up to this person. I feel like you're going to tell them, I'm sorry, I'm going to stay on this, what is the word that I'm looking for? It's like, you're not changing your mind, essentially. There's a word for that, but I can't feel it out right now or figure it out right now. But you're not going to be changing your mind. You're not going back, Capricorn, on your word. You're saying, I'm sorry, but I'm moving forward. It's something I need to do for myself. And honestly, it's something I need to do to protect. Is that even a word? There's something I need to do to protect, thank you, Mercury, my emotional sense of being. So you want to protect your overall well-being. Do keep in mind, everybody, when Mercury is in retrograde, and keep in mind it's not even in retrograde yet, it's in retrograde on the 27th in Libra, but even in the pre-shadow, I jumble my words like a mofo. I have my throat chakra and communication issues, my good fair share, so don't mind me if I stumble upon a couple words or mess some things up. It happens every time that the planet is retrograde. So basically, Cappy, you're not going back on your word. You're telling this person, look, you may have done a 180, you may have changed, but I kind of realized this isn't for me, and I also wasn't myself when I was basically in that love-struck type of energy. I think that's kind of another acknowledgement that you're having too. You're like, I was not myself being in that love-struck type of energy. I was not being the Empress, okay? I was letting the Emperor overpower me, and that's not something I'm comfortable with, because I am the fucking Empress, and the Emperor and the Empress are meant to complement one another. They're meant to be two powerful people, but also two powerful people that respect each other. And there was a lack of respect here, especially with the fact that give and take was not implemented into the situation. So Capricorns, really releasing and tapping back into your inner Empress, really just jumping back into that energy and releasing, you know, the old energy that you were involved in when you were love-struck. That's what I meant to say. By releasing the love-struck energy and tapping into the Empress energy, you feel more powerful than ever, you know? You're like, nope, I'm not going back to this. It really isn't worth it. All right, let's see what else is happening here for Capricorn throughout their second half of September. What else is happening for Capricorn regarding this situation? We got here the Two of Pentacles, we got here the Hangman, and we got here the Nine of Cups. Yeah, you're overall just coming to the conclusion, I think that right now it's going to be better for me to be single. It's going to be better for me to work on myself with the Nine of Cups, do what's self-fulfilling for me. Rather than give back to this connection, because I already spent so much time giving all my energy to this person. It would be nice, you know, to put that energy back into myself. It would be nice to put that energy back into me. So Capricorn, you're going to be taking your time here, pleasing yourself, having fun, doing whatever makes you happy. And you know what? As you should, okay? As for the overall outcome between Capricorn and the person they're dealing with throughout mid-September 2021, what is the overall outcome? And what do we got? Nine of Pentacles. Yep, confidently you are going to be staying away, and confidently you are going to remain single. And I think that you're happier that way, Capricorn. We also got here the Sun card too. I think you're happy to be single, and I think you're happy to feel confident within yourself. And ultimately, with that Queen of Swords at play, you do not intend on going back to this person and letting them back into your life. With the bottom of the deck over here, we do have the Knight of Cups. You know, that could potentially mean that there may be a next person entering your life shortly. Let's take a look at that. Give me a prediction to when this next person would enter Capricorn's life. Give me a quick prediction on that. And what do we have? 10 of Swords. Could be the next 10 weeks. Could be the next 10 months after this cycle has ended. So just throwing that out here, Capricorn. Could be in the next 10 weeks to 10 months is when you'll be meeting your next serious person, next serious situation. Of course, that can come a hell of a lot earlier. I'm not God. I may be a tarot reader, but I ain't gonna tell you I'm the most accurate motherfucker out there because I don't know. So just throwing it out there, may resonate, may not. Could be within the next 10 weeks, okay? For some of you, or the next 10 months that you do meet a potential new person. But when I say a new person, I mean long-lasting situation, a situation that moves forward, okay? A situation that has a future, all right? All right, Capricorn. So yeah, you're no longer love struck. You are the Empress, and I'm very happy to see that for you. Is there any closing message that you want to send Capricorn, my beautiful guides? Any closing message that you want to send Capricorn before we end up this reading? Before we end off this reading, any closing message that you guys want to send Capricorn? We got here the Ace of Wands, and we have here the Queen of Cups. Cappy, right now you're free. Most importantly, you are emotionally free from a situation that was very emotionally draining. Take advantage of that and enjoy the future you're creating. Take advantage right now of being single, actually, is another major message coming through. Really take time to invest into what you're passionate about. So if you have certain things that you love doing every day, make sure you're doing them. If you have a business you want to start that you're passionate about, start that fucking business. It doesn't matter if you have a 9 to 5, you know, do a little side hustle, whatever the case may be. I'm definitely feeling this time right now to focus on putting your emotions into things you're passionate about rather than putting your emotions into people, at least for the next month or so. So if you are very passionate and if you have a lot of feelings towards a specific type of job or a specific type of hobby that you wish to do and pursue, make sure you're putting your energy there because it will bring in a lot of happiness for you, okay? That's the message that I got. All right, guys, thank you so much for tuning in, Capricorn. Really appreciate it. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If it does resonate, let me know down in the comments down below. Have a lovely and amazing rest of your September 2021. And Capricorn, I will catch you guys in your next video. Much love, guys, and have yourselves a good one. Peace.